Hello everyone. So today we're doing an in-depth view on the new Nut Hills development. It's in collaboration with Rixos. It's Rixos Dubai Islands, and the interesting part of it, it's one of the first big announcement in the Dubai Islands area. It's very new. It's very cool. So let me let me set up the presentation and we will get started. Um, so I know it's very rudimental the way it's set up, but it's the best I could do. I'm trying here. Anyway, if you look at the development, it's both kind of retreat and residential. It combines the benefits of living in a hotel in all inclusive, and it combines the benefits of living in an urban area. And later on, we'll get into that. So those are beachfront. You have private beach right in front of your building, or possibly villa. You can see it's located in the Dubai Islands. Dubai Islands is the new big artificial island. I strongly believe it will be the next big thing after the Palm is completed development. So it's a great spot. Prices start at $700K, so it's still reasonable. It's not Palm prices. It's full hotel service. So if you're keeping it for a part time or you're getting it as an investment property and you want to lease it short term, you don't need to bother with literally anything. Everything is sorted out for you. Cleaning, concierge services, room service like you would get in a hotel, but in your own house. Uh, I'm sure there's an agreement to work with the hotel to short-term rent those residences, and the hotel will sort it out for you, although for a pretty high price. But on the other hand, you're part of a core brand, you're part of Rixos. I mean, it might make its own money back on it. You can see it's 1 to 4 bedroom apartments, it's 4 bedroom villas, and one which is not mentioned here is a beachfront house. It's new concept they're trying in this development, and we'll come back to that later. So um, the main question, the main point is, how does it look? I mean, that's the looks, that's the full exterior. Um, it's pretty good looking. It's fairly stunning. Um, it's all modern. It's none of the garish things you would possibly be afraid of. You can see they have the prime spot here. If you look at that, because it's concave, it's oh, sorry about that. Because it's concave, you get a lot of beach for a single development, as much as you could possibly have. So for interiors, 1 to 3 bedroom apartments, you can tell some of them will be on a podium or ground floor. They will have their own terraces, they'll have their own gardens. If you don't mind being a bit more exposed to public areas in your apartment, it's a beautiful option because you get a lot of outdoor space, which is private, which you can put together with the way you want. It's really, really cool. And you can see it's very modern, it's very spacious exteriors. Views should be great from almost every angle in the building. We'll come back to that later to see and to work through what works the best, which views are the best ones. Um, you can see they're staying away from darker themes. They're staying away from separating areas too much. You can tell the dining area and living room area would usually be connected. We'll see more on the floor plans how that arranged. But here we're talking about aesthetics. It's very open, very much taking advantage of being in naturally a very beautiful place. So 4 bedroom is exclusive. It's one per building. It's a top floor duplex, private pool, and you can see it's stunning. It's a very good looking apartment, and it's top of the line. It's kind of money is no object situation if we don't consider the villas, because that's the next level up. So that's what the new concept I was talking about. Beach house. So, oh, how that got there. Okay. Don't worry. So, the beach house itself, the main points of interest here are this outdoor area. You get a massive patio, and you get one floor, as far as I remember, 2 bedroom house. So it's a very small house, very compact, but right in the middle of the garden with direct access to the beach. So you kind of combine this cost effectiveness of apartment if you're not looking for 4, 5, 6 bedroom villas, right? If you just need a couple bedrooms for yourself and maybe your kid to visit, I believe this will be very popular. I believe this concept is incredible, and this concept will be one of the biggest things on Dubai's market. I think those will appreciate the most, those that will have the best return on investment. Um, so, taking you next, the money is no object kind of option is the villa. Villas are huge there. There's just a few of them. As far as I remember, it's 8. I'm pretty sure by the time we're speaking, most of them sold out. Frankly, today I got the news they have just 2 apartments left, but there will be cancellations. It's still possible to get more. It's still possible to get an apartment on off plan on this kind of early bird pricing before it started being built. You can see with Villa, you get private pool, you get direct beach access, as in you step off your backyard onto the beach. It's fully open, you just walk out there. You get the best possible views. You can see once again a lot of glazing, a lot of open spaces. Looks really good. Looks like they were really thinking this one through, and that is expected of Nahil. Nahil are the guys who made the Palm. Nahil are the guys who created a lot of extremely popular developments in Dubai. And Rixos, well, I don't think I need to tell anyone that Rixos knows what they're doing. The next one is floor plans. Will be going through just a few. We will be going through the best floor plans they get, just giving you a good indication, but really they provided us with every floor plan for every apartment on every floor, and there's a lot of repetition where only very subtle things are different. So we're gonna look through one, maybe two buildings. We're gonna look at some villas. We're gonna look at the, well, actually villas. No. We don't have villa floor plans just yet. I don't think we got them. But most importantly, we're gonna look through the beach house, and because I'm most excited about that, let's actually start there. So the beach houses you see on the key, if you look at the key plan, those are the beach houses, and they're just 2 floors tall, so it's essentially a little townhouse development, but very beachfront oriented. With smart use of greenery, they can achieve really private feeling from those. So, as you see, the pièce de résistance really is the living room area. Living room area is great. It overlooks the sea. It feels very open, very airy. It will have glazing all across that wall, connects seamlessly into your garden. And then moving back, you get all the amenities. You get, actually, let me zoom in into that. You get the kitchen dining area, which is reasonably sized for the size of that building. And actually, you get maids. Of course, you get maids room for Dubai for 3 bedrooms and more. It's almost expected. This one is actually set up with a laundry room with good access to the kitchen, so it's very good. Although fairly small, they actually made a storage room. I mean, hard to underestimate how valuable it is in Dubai, because so many other developers, so many other places out there would not have this storage room, and you would think that's a little detail, but it's what makes or break it, really. Upstairs area, you can see, just really has one family room, which is just a lobby area for your bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms all en suite, and all have access to the terrace. So that's extremely good layout, I believe. It gets you all you need. Your kind of sleeping living area is minimal, but do you really need more? You're not planning to spend all your time in your bedroom. You're planning to spend your time on the ground floor. They suggest it's a 3-car garage. So this one is a 3-bedroom, a larger layout. Let's see what else they've got. This one is a little odd. So the garage here is kind of terrible. Has massive storage for whichever reason. Has a smaller garden and much more compressed living areas. So this one is this corner plot. And as we can see, it's still going to be larger than the rest of 2 bedrooms, but it's a smaller than 3 bedrooms, so it's kind of this hybrid setup. Still has maids and everything. This one will give you a bit more space, but will provide you with 2 bedrooms. This one's great as well, but you see you're kind of losing out on the garden compared to the rest of the area. Still, still very good if you want to do anything with that. If you look into the rest of the plans, They kind of all follow that look. Um, that that's actually just pretty box standard. They say it's free car parking spots. Depends what cars you've got. You know, if you got the bigger cars there, it's not free parking spots, but it only has 2 bedrooms. You don't need free cars here unless you're a collector, unless you have your daily driver, your other person's daily driver, and whatever toy you've got. You can fit it all in there. Should be fine. But here you can see the terrace area is nice and even. You get once again terrace and garden all seamlessly coming into the living room and the dining area. So I believe like dinners here with your family or your friends, entertaining with sunset views. Well, actually, let me just north, west. Yeah, those actually get. No, those don't get sunset views. The other block of them do get. So, buyer beware, beware. Those don't get as cool of a view. Those should look north. Uh, but you do get less direct sunlight, which for Dubai is important. It's always a trade-off because on one hand it's very cool to have a sunset view. On the other hand, you don't want to be trying to have your dinner and the sunset light just shining right into your eye. I mean, it's 50-50 really, but for me, I would get sunset view. I would rather deal with sun and get a better view, but that's if we go down to yeah, those you see they're all pretty much the same layout, just usually mirrored. And here, if you look here, that's the north and the north direction. Let me zoom. So it goes north. You're looking west, and you get in sunset views. You get in beach access. Actually, those corner plots are closest to the beach, closest to the sea. I feel like those are the best ones. Like, yeah, Unit 18 is the one to go for. Anyway, so we're moving into another boring, slow look through the floor plans. You can always contact us on any social media or drop us an email. Contact us via our website, WhatsApp. We do it all. And we will send you the floor plans. We will advise you on your specific choices. Um, really, as you can see, we're looking through this, and I want to do a little kind of tangent talking about how hard it is to pick the right spot, pick the right layout, especially with those developments, because this development is very popular. It got sold out on off plan in what, in 2 days, maybe? So it sold out in the time it took me to set this up and to study that. We will be better with that in the future. We're probably going to be releasing those kind of streams on the day of release with little to no notice. But now it is what it is, and really there will be a lot of consolations in the coming months. And if we know the range we're looking for, we can always find something, because some people book it and then have a second look, realize their finances are not in the right spot for that, or maybe they just found something else and they don't want to continue, so they take back their deposit and they cancel the order, and those things, those apartments, those units, they will reappear on the market once in a while. So as long as we can work out what we're hunting for, we can really help you. We can really help you get the right thing, especially on the off plan, on the secondary markets. If we're buying something already built, once again, we have a huge backlog of a lot of developments, and we can look for original floor plans, original media, original marketing products, and work out for you what is that rent you're looking for, and we can really look for the exact thing you need. That's especially valuable when you're one of those people who looks for something for themselves, which you will possibly use by yourself or will use by yourself part time and rent short term for the rest of the time. I'll say for investment properties, it's not as valuable, but it's up to you how do the due diligence on your investments, and if you want to go that in depth investing, we can do that as well. Doesn't matter for us really. Anyway, back to the floor plans. We're moving on to the floor plans of the building. So that's the A1. Sorry about that. That's A1 building. Once again, let's zoom in and look at the building layout. So P1 and ground floor is where amenities are. So those floors will not be used by anything residential. We're starting with podium 2. That will be a first residential floor. That's the one which has large patio spaces, and as far as we understand, this is the seafront. So you'll be looking out onto the sea view. It's still going to be very private for what it is, but it's going to be more expensive because of this patio. And as far as I understand, it's still going to share its space with the public pool. So it's up to the buyer to understand what their priorities are and where they lie. I'm just here to explain to you what's going on. I really won't tell you what's the best view. I know a lot of people who even prefer community view, which for me is incomprehensible, but they do like this feeling of being somewhere. They like seeing that there are other lights in the windows. They like this kind of feeling of being in this community, in this development. So we're starting off strong straight away with a 2-bedroom with private terrace. Once again, terrace is pretty small. It's pointing towards the public areas, but it's going to be way bigger than what you're going to get in the other ones. What you see, you get in the terrace, you can actually have a dinner on, and especially in winter when weather here is absolutely perfect. It's a great thing to have. Once again, what I was talking about, you see those very open, very spacious plans. It's your living, dining, kitchen are all single space, a lot of air, a lot of not very many partitions. And once again, 2-bedroom. This is the second bedroom, pretty standard. Some storage, bathroom, facilities, bedroom. You got your powder room, which is great, and your obviously your washer dryer space and laundry room. Um, but look at this master bedroom. You get absolutely everything. You get extremely spacious master bathroom with both bath and a shower facility with twin sinks. It's accessible for walk-in closets, which is, I know, extremely important to have. And you don't get many layouts like that in two bedrooms. Two bedrooms, you will have a built-in closet, but you will not have a walk-in one. Very rarely will you will have that. And you see, master bedroom has its own smaller terrace as well. Very interesting shapes, very interesting layouts. I think it's pretty efficient. So that one is the single bedroom, one bed, right next door to the other one. As you can see here, this is you see those built-in wardrobes. This is what I expect from two bedroom. But here you get powder room, laundry. You get actually a separated kitchen with the serving window to entertain your guests. So although you get in one bedroom, and obviously it's going to be a bit more focused on living alone, so it gives you an option of separating your kitchen in case you've just been cooking and you don't want that permeating into your living room area. You can do that, but it's still good for entertaining, which is great. And this layout is pretty smart. I'm not sure how those built-in wardrobes with kind of corridor here will work out. It's a little claustrophobic to me, but I don't think it's a bad trade-off for what you get here. Once again, another one bedroom, all the same, and we're moving into a 3-bedroom unit, the largest unit on that floor. As you can see, that one pretty much the same, except for it's a corner unit and you have a balcony wrapping around the whole apartment. That's the biggest point of it. That's the best bit, you know. But otherwise, it's a lot like 2-bedroom. I mean, entrance right by the kitchen is very questionable. That's how my apartment is laid out. Not a big fan, but it has to be somewhere. And if I could suggest you a better layout, maybe I would be doing a different job, right? But point stands, this is, I think, is the biggest downside of that one, is having this kind of entrance right by the kitchen, not having actual foyer area, which is just there to greet your guests or to, you know, have kind of entrance experience into your apartment. This is the thing you're not quite getting there. Yeah. So another 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Now that's the 2-bedroom corner unit. I mean, that's what you want. You get this garden. You get this wraparound terrace, a massive one. This is a 2-bedroom for people who want to entertain, who want to invite people over, who want to have parties. This is the choice. This is the only apartment in that building, but there's one in every other apartment, in every other building, and there's 4 buildings. And the next release will feature more buildings on the other side. So, you know, a bit of patience, you can get it. Obviously, this one will be probably the most expensive 2-bedroom out there. So solid, if I had to guess, solid 20% over initial price. So not necessarily investment option because it will still rent on the market price or maybe 5-10% above, but you pay 20% over. I mean, it is something to get for yourself. It's something to get for you to own and enjoy and to really use it. Um, Once again, 2 bedroom, huge terrace, a slightly more um, um, slightly simple option, slightly more of standard look. I was trying to find the words here, but still, getting garden. And actually, uh, let me show all those 4 apartments. They get the garden access, but they have privacy issues, right? So all of those 4, I'm saying this is an option for you if you're more sociable, if you want to get out there, you want to entertain. And looking through them, I mean, uh, all of them are 2 bedrooms now. That's a 3 bedroom. Once again, a few more bedrooms, want a terrace. That's your pick. Same as 3 bedroom, but mirrored. All of them, if we have a look, have this kind of weird foyer entrance next to the kitchen, except for those 2. So 2 bedrooms with the terrace. They have, I think, the absolute winner layout. I mean, I would only get this apart. Like, if I could afford it, hopefully, if I could afford it, let me dream here for a minute. Uh, I would be getting this and nothing else. Because for me, this is the best. This space is far enough to be private enough for me. Having all this outdoor area to use in the winter and to completely forget about in the summer. I mean, in the summer, don't want to be outside for long. I tried. Um, Absolutely beautiful. Access to all amenities is very nearby. Um, Very quick trip to the gym. No excuses. Can actually exercise there, you know. Can have a peek out of your living room. See, is there a lot of people around the pool? If not, go out, enjoy it. If it's too crowded, you don't make the trip. You just, wait for a bit. So, and if we go out to um, this odd corner unit, is another 1 bedroom with extremely small terrace. You can see, and the view is, but you get a sundown view from your bedroom. If you're one of those people, should be great. Once again, the entrance, they don't seem to nail this area, and the living room is, well, kind of away from everywhere, and is a little more of a closed one. So if you look through that, though, the benefit is more than 90 degrees views. So it's panoramic views because all of this wall and all of this wall are glazing. They are the views going out and looking out on something great. So if you don't care all that much for apartment itself, well, I mean you care, but you care slightly less about the absolute perfect layout. But you want the absolutely best views, you're looking for corner units. Also, the way they're set up, once again, let me zoom. Um, you see the way they're set up, you have no neighbors. So no loud neighbors, and you can't be the loud neighbor. That's great. Um, Coming back to the, and then we see the next floor. All across that wall will be the same. No need to improve on something great. And the other side, if you have a look, those are very similar, but they don't get the terrace. But they get better views because they're higher up, right? That's the trade-off. And they're way more private because you higher up you go, more expensive it is, better views you get, more private it gets. And let's just go all the way down to slightly different layouts. If you look at that, this is 9th floor, 3-bedroom. So the 9th floor is slightly different here, and 8th floor as well. Where actually does it start? So we're going back, so some floors will have that layout once again. You can see it's very similar. It's all the same stuff without the corner bits on the higher floors, unfortunately. But if you look at the even higher up floors, that's where they're getting different. Like this 3-bedroom kind of setup where you get the 3rd bedroom with a completely separate view, a little away from everyone, making the master bedroom a little bit more private, especially if bedroom 1 stays unoccupied. It has a pretty large terrace as well, so this is high floor and a good terrace. You get once again those open plans, very cool, very modern. The kitchen is this kind of across the wall and island layout, which is great for entertaining guests again. So once again, this is, I seem to gravitate myself to entertainer layouts. The ones where you can invite people, where you can have a good party, get, you know, get some cocktails out for your friends, or maybe tea. I don't know if you drink. Once again, the rest of the apartments are kind of the same. This 3-bedroom, don't love it. A little bit more closed off. Good views from bedrooms. But you see 2 bedrooms end up sharing the bathroom. But this one will be on the cheaper side with pretty nice views. Pretty high floor because the floor area is quite a bit smaller, so the cost of this one will be a little bit lower. This is a great investment kind of option. Once again, all the same. Little corner apartment here and 2 bedrooms. Once again, very good layout, but very little terrace space. 1-bedroom, panoramic views, weird layout. Seen that already going on. So here once again, it's a 2-bedroom, with okay terrace space, with walk-in closet and a two-bedroom, which, oh, actually, that is great once again. But we already talked about pretty much identical layout. I like this one very much for a two-bedroom. Mm. And, oh, well, here we're coming into another three bedroom. You can see the ninth floor three bedroom compared to the three bedroom on the eighth floor. It's very different on one point only, the terrace space. You get everything just the same, everything wrap around, 180-degree views, but you get a small terrace. And I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's a great option. But once I've seen that, it seems like a compromise. So if we're hunting for apartment and you're looking for a two-bedroom, we are hunting for that, although somebody who got it is probably not going to let it go all that easily. So going back, here's the all the other apartments are the same, nearly the same. If you have a look, they don't show you layouts for the duplex apartment. On the top, the penthouse, simply because, as far as I understand, they're going to work with the owner to fine-tune it and to go off the owner's and final users' wants. So they probably have a pretty set idea of what is going to be, which they're going to suggest, but I'm pretty sure it can all be arranged for, the penthouse, because there's only one per building. It's a very special purchase. Sorry. It's a very special purchase, and it's going to be a very special approach to that. So that's essentially the floor plans we looked through. That's all the floor plans. As you can see, having two very strong brands. One is legendary hotelier brand. The other one is one of the most respected and most luxurious developers in Dubai, being Nahil, is producing really thought out spaces, really good development. And I mean, amenities we didn't show that much, but it will have everything. Virtually everything, you name it, it will have it. So going back to our presentation, sorry, technical. So we mentioned that it is a part of Dubai Islands, and let me talk about Dubai Islands. So this is what Dubai Islands is planned to be. This is the rendering of the master plan, and looking through it, this is where Rixos is going to be, obviously. If you're a golfer, that's the golf field. That's the golf field. And it's very close to you. It's very, very good. It's very good that you get so much greenery looking out. So, as you can see, The views here from Rixos can't really be all that bad. So if we zoom in, sorry, it's a little slow, onto the Rixos itself on the rendering. So that's the Rixos, I think. Yes, yes, we got it. So they're launching those buildings and those villas for now. This will be the hotel, and I think that will be another block of residences right next to hotel. So if you want to be right near your hotel, I think there will be a good chance for you to get it again. As you can see, the views, most of them go onto the community and the open sea. And that's very good. That's very good. But the cool thing is, because this kind of bay where Rixos will be situated is pretty big, you will never be close enough where it stops being view and becomes neighbors, if you understand me. So it's still going to be very private, very airy feeling. As you can see, that's where the mall, entertainment, and all of the commercial areas are planned. Very close to you, essentially walking distance. This will all be luxury beachfront resort with restaurants as well. So on the other side, you got villas. So it will be situated perfectly well in the best company you can be on those islands, overlooking the sea and the golf fields. So the reason this location is so great is because we're talking about absolute flagship development for Dubai Islands. Because Nakhil is the one who created those artificial islands. They're the master developer. And they created this island and they left themselves with the best plots on the island. And this will be the centerpiece of this island. This will be the absolute showcase of as good as it gets for Dubai Islands. Everything else here will either be a little more niche and specific to kind of other user case and a bit smaller, a bit more, closed off, or it's going to be cheaper and simpler and less luxurious. So going back to the islands, let me show it on a map. So we're looking at Dubai here. So once again, so that's essentially your Dubai. If you've been to Dubai, you know the Palm Jumeirah. This is other Nakhil's development. Palm Jumeirah is great. It's right next to Marina. I mean, it's right next to all the kind of touristy attractions. So if you're living on the Palm, you're here to have rest. You're not here to work, really. Because getting off the Palm and then driving through Dubai, that's the main downside of the Palm. It's far from where the business happens, which is downtown and Business Bay. They're different sides of the city. So that becomes a solid 40-minute drive. Where this is Dubai Islands. They don't look like they're much closer, but the entrance point is much closer, and the way it's connected, it's 20 minutes drive in Dubai traffic, which is not a lot of traffic. It's not London traffic, trust me. So you'll be moving no matter what, but it can be different speeds. But anyway, worst case scenario, 20 to 30 minutes. You're there if you work in Dubai, if you have business in Dubai. You're in your meeting. 30 minutes back, absolutely worst peak hour time, you're back enjoying yourself on the beach. Your meeting is not in Dubai, it's somewhere else. I mean, 10 minutes away from the airport. Honestly, Dubai Islands positioned great. It's absolutely stunning. And I know Deira is not the prime real estate in Dubai. It's next to Deira, but it's also next to Dubai Maritime City and where Mina Rashid will be by Mars. So it will be next to Mega Marina, essentially. So if you're into yachting, beautiful. So let's go back to Dubai Islands once again. You can see, and it's not on the far side, because if you live on the far side, yeah, good luck. If you live closer, I mean, it's fine. It's not going to be the most connected. If you want to be connected to downtown, live in downtown. Simple as that. But it will be the closest you can get to downtown, commute time wise, where you're going to enjoy incredible beaches, you're going to enjoy the spa, you're going to enjoy great hotels, restaurants, and this beachfront living, you know. Well, at least for a reasonable ish price. We will come back to prices. Obviously, it's not a deal of a century, as in, it's not low cost. It starts at 700K for this one bedroom, but it goes up from there very quickly. Going back, yeah, so pricing. The big question here is pricing. As you can see, 2.6 million dirham, which is 700K for one bedroom. 4.65 is right around a million for two bedroom. This is nearly double what you would pay in some other areas, which are being developed right now on the off plan. True, but for beachfront and for having hotel services, this is very reasonable. I mean, if you can find a price like that on anything else where you will have hotel grade services, and I mean global hotel chain grade services, and you will have good views and you will have access to private beach, please contact me. Please contact me. Because I want to know, I want to sell that. But I don't think there's any better options right now on the market for that specific case. Going to 3 and 4 bedrooms, I mean, 3 bedroom, we're still rising the price proportionally. But this 4 bedroom penthouse, you see, it's a massive jump in price. But you know, once again, you paying for penthouse. You paying for a place where you got massive private outdoor area. It's duplex with double height ceilings in your living room. You get 360-degree uninterrupted views across the island, right? It's absolute top of the line. That's why it's nearly triple the price of the 3 bedroom, because it's going to be at least double the floor area, the indoor floor area. And it's going to be more per square foot, simply because it's a trophy property, you know. Having a penthouse in Rixos comes with a certain territory. It comes with the territory of being this person who has exclusive access to the experiences nobody else does. And actually, let me go on a tangent. Token experiences. The very cool thing you get with this Rixos purchase is diamond membership for all Accor brands, access to Accor VIP travel desk with every apartment, and that means every Accor brand, which, you know what, let me Google what their brands are so I can tell you. So Accor Group, their brands are um, let me show you. So those are their brands. So Fairmont Hotels, um, Banyan Tree is the one I recognize really well. Art Series and Art Store, I don't know. I don't know those. Grandner Core. Ibis Hotels, I mean, I don't think if you're looking into that property, you stay in an Ibis, but if you have a conference and you just need a place to crash, they can sort even that out. And once again, Mercure, Novotel, Movenpick, or Orient Express. With this diamond membership, you get exclusive access to get Orient Express trips, and you get ones which been held back just for you because it's impossible to book Orient Express. Trust me. And if you haven't, I'm telling you, please do get this trip. It's incredible. Pullman hotels, I mean, SLS, Rixos, Ruffles, Sofitel, Swiss Hotel. Most of the hotels you would want to stay in, like solid half of them is Accor brand. So once again, if you travel a lot, if you're looking to have Dubai as your base of operation, travel a lot. It's close to airport. You come down to concierge, which is included in your service. They arrange everything. They arrange your flight. They arrange your stay. They arrange your transfer. That's it. You get your private travel desk with diamond membership, and I mean that means you got access to all the special parts, all the discounts in all of the brands we looked at. So once again, talking about this price, it's high, but it comes with a lot of great stuff and a lot of very special stuff. First of all, I mean, it's a very special spot you're gonna be in. You're gonna be enjoying some special services not many people in the world are getting. Um, you'll be enjoying incredible architecture, if I can say so, because well, I wouldn't say I'm that proficient in architecture, but I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. It looks great. Um, once again, uh, sorry, I had to check. Coming back to uh, pricing, um, but you see here, the beach houses start at 9.33. And once again, let me mention, this is starting prices. That means the cheapest option of ones available um, is at that price. So please keep in mind plus 10% for everything, right? 9.33 million for beach house. Once again, $2 million. You you essentially have a direct beach access, private beach, sea views, private garden, incredible. And I believe rental and investment for short-term rent kind of potential of this place is unbelievable, especially for beach houses. I believe this is the great thing. This is the best thing they've done with this development is getting those beach houses, because they should be they should be occupied like absolute 100% of the time. They're really good. Um, so villas, 32.5 mil. It's a lot. If you don't care, get one. Simple as that. I mean, I'm not very inspired about villas within the developments, because beachfront villas on the hotel developments, yes, it's a very special place to be. But I don't think you get a huge torrent of customers to rent it, so I don't think it's necessarily the best investment. And for own use, for me, it's too much. Can't imagine it. I don't have a huge family. If you have a huge family and money is no object, and you don't want a penthouse for whatever reason, maybe you're afraid of heights. Maybe you need this one more bedroom, this one more parking spot. Villas are great. I mean, that's option for you, but for me, I believe the use cases for that is very narrow, especially at that price. I mean, you're paying nearly double of the penthouse price. That's a little too much for me. But I'm sure they're gonna be all sold out by, I don't know, Friday next week. Mm. So payment plans. Um, so let me talk about payment plans. Uh, Payment plans are very, very much a staple in Dubai, and the reason most of the people would buy off plan. Uh, and when I'm speaking off plan, I mean things which are not yet built. You get you get payment plan. It's like financing your purchase, because you can have great amount of money, but you might not have this amount of cash, and you want to manage your personal cash flow. This means payment plan is incredible option, because you're not paying interest like you would with a bank. You are absolutely able to resell it once you pay this certain percentage. I'm not yet sure what it is for Rixos, but I would think it's somewhere around 50% mark, 60% mark. Once you pay that and you change your mind and you don't want to actually take your delivery, you could probably sell it for more than you paid for it. Um, and once again, payment plan is no interest, is interest free. Um, it's a great option. It's a great alternative to going with your bank, because if you want to pay full price right now, I'm sure they'll be fine with that. But you're not getting any discounts, um, especially not the ones which will cover the inflation rates you're getting now on most of the currencies. Coming back to looking at the payment plan, it's nothing special. It's nothing special. It's 20% on booking. Then you got 6 installments of 10% of the price. And then on handover, you pay 20%. Uh, the nice thing is estimated handover date is end of 2026. Um, if they can actually hand over it, then you'll be celebrating New Year 2027 in your property. Great timing, absolutely perfect. To even if it's an investment property, hold back onto that. Get yourself time off, go and enjoy it yourself when it's new and fresh, and then rent it. Use the perks of what you're doing as much as you can. Um, so that's really all I can say about Rixos now. The other thing I wanted to mention is how they are learning from the Atlantis the Royal launch, the one which looks like a giant left a bunch of bricks there, right? Sorry about the mic. What they realize is now if you have a large hotel and residences block with beachfront living, you don't want just that. You don't want it to be boring, right? So you focus it around experiences. Everything they do is they make everything experiential, right? And it's not necessarily a big invention of something new. People knew about experiences, but the new is the process how they do that. They center on, okay, we want a person to get that experience, and they build from that into the floor plans, the licenses they give out to restaurants on the territory, the way they plan out the entertainment, the amenities, and you will have a giant spa. You will have access to numerous pools. You will have access to everything, really. So, if we're speaking about this grade of hotels, um, as a permanent or semi-permanent living arrangement, it's a little intense because you live like you constantly having the time of your life, right? You constantly have a great vacation, and I'm not sure everybody can really handle it. It sounds great until you've been doing it for 3 years straight. So buyer beware. It's a very intense place. It's a place where you always have things to do, things to enjoy. It's gonna be a very special place. And let me, sorry about that. Let me just double check with our stream. Okay. We don't have much views there, right? Um, Not a problem. It's a test stream, really. We haven't promoted it all that much. Um, I assume there will be no questions because there's not many people to ask questions. So I'll conclude with the stream. Um, and speaking about that, it's well, I mean, Rixos is a very special place, and they make a great point that it's a family-friendly place as well, because not all hotels in Dubai are a great place to be with your kids. It's a bit too much partying. It's a bit less of a family vacation. So this option is very special. It's great to get into in depth and look into all the materials and talk them through. Honestly, part of the reasons I'm doing that is because it helps me to understand the market more, and I'm just taking whatever audience we get along with us. Um, so thank you everybody, and we'll be concluding now.